Nestled deep in the desert of present-day Jordan, the ancient city of Petra has long been shrouded in mystery and intrigue. The Lost City, once a thriving metropolis of the Nabateans, an Arab tribe that flourished in the area thousands of years ago, was hidden away for centuries, only to be rediscovered in the 19th century. Carved into the red sandstone cliffs that surround the city, Petra is an architectural wonder. It features a complicated network of tombs, temples, and public buildings, including the Treasury, a monumental structure adorned with intricate carvings and sculptures, and the Monastery, a massive rock-cut monument similar in design to the Treasury. But Petra is more than just a historical site. It's a city of secrets, a place where the past and present merge, and where the true nature of the Nabateans, who built this city and thrived in an otherwise inhospitable desert environment, remains a mystery. The ornate facades of the tombs, the complex water management system, and the city's strategic location at the crossroads of important trade routes, all hint at a sophisticated society that continues to captivate the imagination. Today, Petra is one of the most visited tourist destinations in Jordan, and it is designated as a World Heritage Site. But for those willing to explore beyond the well-trodden path, the city still holds many secrets waiting to be uncovered, and continues to be a source of fascination and wonder. Located about 150 miles or 240 kilometers south of Jerusalem, the city of Petra, known to its original inhabitants as Rakmu, is thought to be nearly 2,500 years old. There are signs that the area around Petra has been inhabited since 7000 BC. But its first appearance in the historical record did not come until 312 BC. According to the record, Petra was a wealthy city, so wealthy that it attracted the jealous interest of the Greek Empire. The Greeks attacked Petra, but the Nabateans fought them off. The mountains around the city served as natural walls, giving them the advantage. It was an advantage they would need more than once in the years to come. But that part would come later. Their greatest natural defense came in the form of the Seek, a narrow, winding gorge that leads to the heart of the city. The Seek is a natural geological formation, created by the erosion of sandstone over thousands of years. Measuring about 1.2 miles or 2 kilometers long, and up to 100 feet or 30 meters wide, the Seek serves as the main entrance to Petra. The walls of the Seek are lined with towering cliffs that soar up to 600 feet or 180 meters. In places, this long and twisting gorge is so narrow that no more than 2 camels can pass through at once, making it difficult for a conquering army to approach. The city of Petra was established as a trading post, and that was the source of its wealth. Although the desert had little to offer in terms of agriculture, Petra was perfectly situated along the trade routes between Egypt, Arabia, and the Mediterranean Sea. Even with trade, this incredible city would not have been possible without control of one crucial asset: water. The people of Petra carved cisterns to save and divert rainwater, and dams to prevent flash flooding and control runoff. But those measures alone could not supply enough water for an entire city. To make up the shortfall, the Nabateans developed a hydraulic engineering system that allowed them to transport water from distant mountain springs, creating an artificial oasis in the middle of the desert. They laid over 200 kilometers, or 125 miles, of clay pipelines in a complex system that connected the cisterns, reservoirs, and dams, and delivered the water directly to Petra's residents. This ready water supply allowed the population to expand, until it reached an estimated 30,000 people at the city's height. The Nabateans, secure within their hidden desert oasis, built more than just water lines. They also carved incredible structures into the stone cliffs of their home that still amaze visitors today. The Treasury, also known as Al-Khosna, is one of the most iconic structures in Petra. a monumental tomb that was carved into the face of a mountain. It is one of the most elaborate and ornate buildings in the ancient city. The Treasury is a massive structure, measuring about 40 feet, or 12 meters wide, and 131 feet, or 40 meters high. It is adorned with intricate carvings and sculptures, including figures of eagles, lions, and a variety of mythological creatures. The facade also features a large urn, which is said to have been mistaken by early explorers for a treasure chest, hence the name the Treasury. While the exact purpose of the Treasury is not known for certain, it is thought to have been used as a tomb for the Nabatean kings. The Treasury is an important example of the unique Nabatean style of architecture, and features their skill of carving into the rock. Located in Petra's city center, the Treasury is one of the most visited and photographed sites in the ancient city. Another popular site among visitors is the Monastery, also known as Aldair. The monastery is similar in design to the Treasury, but unlike the Treasury, the monastery is only accessible by a steep climb of 800 steps. Its name comes from the fact that early visitors to Petra thought it might have been a religious structure. The monastery is a massive structure, the tallest in the city, measuring about 50 feet or 15 meters wide, and 158 feet or 43 meters high. Like the Treasury, it is carved into the face of a cliff, and adorned with intricate carvings and sculptures. While the exact function of the monastery is unknown, it is possible that it served as a tomb. The bustling metropolis of Petra contained more than just tombs, though. There were houses, and freestanding buildings, and markets. Given its role as a trading center, Petra would have been a very busy place. But all good things must come to an end. The sandstone cliffs of the Sikh might have saved the Nabateans from the Greeks, but there was another enemy on the horizon: the Romans. During the reign of Emperor Trajan, the Romans decided to annex Petra and make it a province of the Roman Empire. In 106 AD, the Roman army, under the command of Aulus Cornelius Parma, was able to take control of the city after a relatively short siege. The Roman conquest of Petra marked the end of the Nabatean kingdom, and the beginning of a new era for the city. They made significant changes to the city, including building new structures and modifying existing ones to make it more in line with Roman architectural styles and to better serve the needs of the Roman administration. One of the most notable Roman additions is the theatre. The Roman theatre is built into the side of a hill and is capable of seating around 8,500 people. It has a horseshoe-shaped cavea, or seating area, that is divided into 3 levels of seating, with the nearest level reserved for the most important members of society. Although the theatre is Roman in design, the fact that it was carved out of the rock instead of built makes it distinctly Nabatean. During this time, Petra began to decline in importance as a center of trade. As the influence of the Roman Empire spread, the luxury goods that built Petra's wealth began to travel by sea instead of by land. With its wealth dwindling, freshly conquered by the Romans, one good disaster could topple Petra forever. And that's exactly what happened. In 363 AD, Petra was struck by a massive earthquake. It toppled many freestanding buildings, damaged some that were carved into cliffs, and may have crippled the city's elaborate water delivery system. The damage caused by the earthquake likely spelled the end of the city. While not abandoned all at once, Petra's population began to dwindle, and it was likely empty by about 700 AD. For almost everyone, Petra had been forgotten. As the centuries passed, the hidden city in the desert of Jordan faded into legend. It was not until 1812 that a European set foot there again. Johann Ludwig Burckhardt, a Swiss geographer, was traveling the Middle East disguised as a local. At the time, European explorers in Jordan were widely mistrusted, and sometimes murdered. It was in an effort to avoid this fate that Burckhardt donned his disguise. Following in the footsteps of murdered explorer Dr. Ulrich Seetzen, Burckhardt hired a guide to take him to the ruins of an ancient city hidden in a narrow mountain valley. As he walked through the Sikh, he was greeted by the Treasury, and immediately realized what he had found. He explored as much as he could, without making his guide suspicious, and wrote about what he had seen in his journal. Although Burckhardt never returned to Petra, his discovery brought fresh attention to the site, sparking the interest of scholars and explorers around the world. Today, Petra is one of the most visited tourist destinations in Jordan, and is considered as one of the new 7 wonders of the world. The rose-colored city, carved into the sandstone cliffs, stands as a testament to the ingenuity, creativity, and resilience of the Nabateans who once lived there. Once a thriving metropolis, a center of trade and culture, Petra was lost to the world for centuries, hidden away in the desert, waiting to be rediscovered. It is a reminder of the power of the human spirit to create, to adapt, and to endure. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss a thing. There's more fascinating content coming your way, all the time. Thank you.